What's up, guys? Camera back to myself. It's your boy DJ coming at you. Here with my buddy George Bright. We just did some scooter riding, and we're gonna chat about it just a little bit because I only got 21 minutes of time to record, so we're gonna try to sum it up within 10 minutes if we can. But we're gonna talk about a test ride that my partner George and I did with the U-Scooters GT Sport.
Hey, not George.
Yeah, you know he's telling the truth there, guys. That is his nickname.
My nickname, Scooter.
George Bright, nicknamed Scooter, since we were kids, and we're both 55 years old men, and we're still into scooters.
Yep.
So he's got one up on me on the name and stuff. Anyway, we got the we're going to be talking about the Unagi E500, the Unagi 1 Classic. Let me switch it around here. Yeah, nice. And the Boosters, U-Scooters GT scooter here, Sport. Okay, you guys all know I just got this one right here for $199 on the Black Friday deal. Well, what happened was, guys, they sent me the wrong scooter. They were supposed to send me the E350 or E300, and instead they sent me this one, which is really cool, so... Yeah, just letting you guys know. So I didn't expect to have a dual motor scooter, but I did some investigating. I was wondering why this scooter would climb hills so well. That's because they sent me the wrong scooter. This is actually the dual motor scooter. So 250 watts each wheel versus the U-Scooters GT, which is a single motor scooter, 700 watts. This one here is pushing 250 each wheel. 500 watts. I think this one peaks at 800 watts. I know this one peaks at 700. So I'm going to ask my friend Scooter. Scooter, I need to know how you felt about this scooter here, the Unagi, because you took us on an extensive hill climbing course that we both didn't know was going to be that extensive.
Yeah, the hill climbing course was a golf course.
Yeah. So I wanted you to go ahead and say how you feel, man, about the negatives and positives that you feel about the Unagi 1 Classic, E500. Go ahead.
First off, I'll just say overall, I love this thing. It's sturdy, it's nice. It doesn't have the suspension like the GT here, but you know what? That's fine if you're going 10 to under 15 miles per hour. But we got over there, and you know, I've been on golf courses. You know, with golf courses, you got twists and turns, you got hills, you got the grounds. Well, if you're looking for a good, perfect test track, especially during wintertime when golf courses are closed, take your scooters over to a golf track, a golf course. I can say I already call it a golf track. Take it to a golf course. You got 18 holes, and you got a long path that you can test the scooters on.
Yes, sir.
Going down the hill, it was very nice, but the real test is coming up the hills, and some of the hills were very steep.
Oh my gosh.
Especially on the this one right here is a single motor. This is a dual motor, as DJ was saying. The dual motor got me up the hill on this in power level 2. There's 4 power levels on this, P1, 2, and 3. They got me up a very steep hill. I couldn't tell you the percentage. I would say maybe 30%, about 30%. And so it's a steep hill, very steep hill. But what's surprising is we probably went a good 5 miles, and coming back, I still had 2 bars of battery on this. I weigh about 180 pounds, and we were going up and down the hills throughout the golf course consistently for over an hour.
My gosh.
And to still almost have about half the battery life is pretty impressive for this Unagi. And that's with both motors engaged as well. Not single, but both motors engaged. And we were coming up on a lot of hills. In fact, even DJ said on this one, he had to kick himself up one of the hills because it wasn't keeping up with this one.
True. This is true.
So that says a lot. So very impressed with the Unagi. I really have no complaints. It would be great if it had some kind of suspension. But you know what? As long as you were going 10 miles, 12 miles per hour or lower, you're not gonna really feel much. Just pick a lane, make sure you don't go over too many big rocks or too many big cracks, and you'll be fine. Solid, very solid. The Unagi's very good. Oh, by the way, the light on this thing is excellent. And
yeah, man, I agree.
Excellent light at night. You can, and it's not just like some scooters. You have some scooters where you can be seen by others, but
Like this one. Like this
like
one.
this one here. But you can't see very well yourself.
Right.
This one you can be seen, but you can also see ahead as well.
Exactly.
So I like that. I like the fact that you can change the power levels on the fly.
Yeah, man.
So very nice. Good handlebars. Everything's very good. And by the way, the screen on this, if I turn this on and turn this towards you, look at that screen. That is impressive.
Yeah.
I have to admit, built into the handlebars.
Yeah.
So,
I gotta agree. I gotta agree, man.
Yeah. Okay. I know you wanted to keep this short, so
No, you go ahead, Judge. No, take your time, dude.
So everything, the function on this, functionality for the break-in, the functionality for the acceleration, everything on this is solid.
Mm-hmm.
If I had a star rating, I'd have 5 stars to rate it on. I would give this probably. I would probably give this a 3.5.
Wow.
3.5 is saying a lot.
That's on a tight schedule.
Yeah,
on 5. Yeah.
I wouldn't give many things a 4. I'd give this a solid 3.5.
That's nice.
So,
now, yeah.
Back to you.
Yeah, my boy's right. My boy Scooter, my partner here, he's right, man. As far as the heels, I was shocked because I'm behind him. That's my scooter too. I'm like, this dude's riding like he owns it. I was trying to keep up with him. It was pretty funny. I was like, what the heck? 'Cause I was, like I said, we were just on this golf course doing a test run, right? And he wanted to do it. I was like, let's go, man, let's do it. So part of the course, we didn't know exactly the type of heels.
Yeah, we hadn't been on the course at all.
Yeah, we hadn't been on the course at all. So we found this huge hill. I was like we both went down it and came up the top. I was like, gee. Mm-hmm. I said, I got an idea. I was like, let's do a test on this hill. I said, go down to the bottom, slow down to like 5 miles an hour, and then climb up and see how well it does. He did that, and this hill is steep. I don't know.
That's what I was saying.
Approximately, what grade do you think
that's
that
what
was?
I was saying. I think that was about 30% grade.
It was steep, man.
I mean, yeah, it was a short hill, but it was steep.
Yeah, but man,
I would give it 30%.
It was a steep hill, guys. And what I'm gonna do one day, I'm gonna go back there and I'm gonna get my phone out or whatever, get an app and get the accurate grade of that hill because we don't want to exaggerate it or understate the steepness of the hill. But man, both of the scooters made it up that hill, and we were both very impressed. Now he did it first with the Unagi.
Yep.
He got toward the peak of the hill. He slowed down, but he crawled to the top. And then what I did was I got on the GT here, and I did the same thing. And I had it in power level. I think it was power level 3, yep. And it made it to the top of the hill. It was crawling, but it made it. So this hill was very, very steep. But what I saw different was when we were actually riding the course, like the first test, you probably call it about equal because my partner here, he did it on both of them. He did it on that one. He's like, he thinks they're about the same. That's how he called it.
For the same power levels.
Power levels, yeah.
Yeah. Power level 2 on this is equal to power level 3 on this.
Yeah,
but in dual motor mode for this one.
Yeah. But where the Unagi shined was when we rode the course. Because we did not know what hills were coming. And guys, they had some steep hills. Almost as steep as the first one that we went up. We were like, oh my gosh. And I was all concerned about the battery life of the Unagi because
like a quarter way in the trip, you're like, oh man, okay, we need to start heading back. We went another hour.
I
still
could
have
not.
2 bars on this.
I could, guys.
2 out of 5 bars. I still have 2 bars.
He's not exaggerating. I don't get it because I was blown away because we didn't know this golf course. It was longer than we thought. I was like, man, let's get off this thing. I want to get because I thought we were gonna have to do the walk of shame, but there was no walk of shame. And then even after we left the course, he was like, I still got 2 bars left. I'm going, no way. That's my scooter. He's riding it like it's his. I'm going, what the? I'm freaking out going, how is that possible after all that massive hill climbing? So me and him, before I was making this video here, trying to figure out, why that Unagi's still ticking. I mean, it's pretty strange because one of the main complaints about, push the camera back and forth. Okay. One of the complaints about the Unagi is its range. So I had heard all these complaints. Well, it only gets 8 to 10 miles, whatever, or 5 miles. So I'm kind of concerned because what's the temperature outside? 31?
It's got to be 25 by
Yeah,
now.
yeah. Take a look.
Yeah, I came over here and it was 31 at that time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is, and the app's not working.
It's okay.
Keep on going.
It's okay.
I'll bring it up.
It's probably about 30 degrees.
28.
Okay, it's 28 degrees now.
So it's probably 29.
Yeah, it's probably 29, 30 degrees when we did the test. So, a lot of people talk about cold weather affecting the motors or the battery of the scooters. Well, I got a little different thought about that. I'm like, if you leave the scooters outside in the garage and the batteries, and it's 30 degrees, yeah, you're going to feel the effect of the cold. But these scooters came in from a nice warm house, and we went right to riding them, so the battery did not have to warm up at all. It's already there at room temperature. So while we were riding, I didn't feel any extra drain on the scooter that I was riding due to the cold because, again, the battery's being warmed up as we ride it. So I don't know, just a thought. So anyway, Scooter here was telling me that maybe one day we'll try it. We'll leave the scooters in the garage on a nice, cold, 30-degree day and then pull them out. And then I believe that we'll feel the effect of the cold. But anyway, guys, fascinating. He's very impressed with this scooter.
Yeah.
I'm very impressed with this scooter. $199. And I was looking at buying one of these Unagi's dual motor scooters at full price. I'm that impressed with them. Yeah. And
solid.
So yeah, it's very solid. Now I did watch a review on a guy did a review on an Unagi and he ripped it apart. And I don't see any of that. And I'm not a fanboy. I just tell it like it is, But upon my inspection and his inspection of the scooter, it seems to be a very robust scooter. I mean, we hit some paths on the golf track that were like hardcore little jumps for a scooter because we didn't know what was coming.
I almost went down.
Yeah,
I came down and had to scream back to there. Yeah. I went over separation. It was like, it was about a good 3 inch.
Yeah, man.
3 inch drop. No, not 3 inch drop. It's going to be 3 inches up.
It was sharp, too.
Yeah, it was sharp. Yeah, it was
sharp.
Yeah. The concrete had settled down.
Yeah, bro.
About 3 inches.
Yeah, I saw that.
It was bad.
It was bad. So I
took it with no problem. These 7.5 inch tires.
Exactly.
Which I would normally be scared of.
Yeah. We would normally do that.
I was doing about maybe 15.
And he was going downhill, guys, accelerating. I was like, oh my God. He yelled back at me. I was like, uh-oh. Yeah. I didn't know what was coming.
Like, watch out.
I did not know what was coming, but he looked back at me and screamed, oh. I was like, oh no. So I was holding on to dear life, and I was scanning the surface, and I saw I was like, oh no. So I just rode it like a motocross, a guy was doing a motorbike. I just shifted my weight back kind of, but I made it over with no problem at all. It added some excitement. That was toward the end of the route.
Cool.
But guys, we did all that riding. Listen to me, major hill climbing on the Unagi and on this one too. And he still got 2 bars left. I don't know how that's possible. Again, we're in the cold and the hills are steep. I don't quite understand it.
Yeah.
Because I was like, how did that? And like I said, I was trying to catch up to him. And he was like a pro rider or something. I was like, okay, I'm going to get him on the hills going to slow him down. I'm going to get him. But I could see the performance of the dual motors on the Unagi because once he got to that peak, he would just start pulling away from me. I was like, what the heck?
Yeah, I kept on pulling away as going up the hill. Some of these steep hills, I kept on increasing. My speed kept getting faster.
Yeah,
as I was getting middle ways or to the top of the hill, and the grade hadn't changed.
Right.
I was still picking up speed though.
Right. I was like, I don't know. I didn't know what to say because it was like now this guy here is a professional motorcycle rider. He teaches people how to ride motorcycles. So he's very, very, very familiar with two-wheel travel. So it's just in his blood, but he rode the scooter. I was looking at him. I think I was a bit jealous. I was like, this dude's showing off, man. I got up next to him and I was just looking at him. I had this evil look in my eye like, man, that ain't your scooter. What you doing? I'm like, you riding like you own it. But I could see where, his training, we've been friends since we were kids, like 8, 7 years old. But I could see where all of his motorcycle training came into play because he didn't go down or nothing. And he had some rough patches on this course that we rode today. So we had a good time doing it. Again, guys, we're not fanboys of either one of these scooters. We just call it like it is. We ride them. If they suck, we'll tell you they ride like crap. But that ain't the story here. The Unagi came out looking like a champ. It still has 2 bars of power left. And this is not the Voyager, guys. This is the Model 1 Classic. 250 watt motors in each wheel. So we're both very impressed. I'm blown away. Again, getting it for $199. I didn't know what to say. And at the same time, the U-Scooters GT did great too. It did really good. But my focus was more on the Unagi scooter because, I heard all these reports about the range being so bad. And it may be. I'm not saying that it's not. But today, it came out looking like a champ, considering all the hills. And we all know hills will drain the battery like big time. So
yeah, I'd be curious what it'd be like on a flat. I mean, we haven't done that, but I mean, we clearly went about 5 miles,
something like that. Dude.
Yeah, I'd say 5 miles with consistent hills.
Yeah,
consistent.
My gosh, he is not exaggerating, guys.
It was consistent.
Consistent.
We were never on a flat.
Yeah.
For the whole hour. And
yeah, he's about right.
Never on a flat.
My gosh.
For 5 miles. With both motors going at the same time, and I mean, I had the throttle all the way down. I wasn't nursing it.
Yeah.
So that's pretty good.
And that's a pretty scooter too. That's the thing about it, But we weren't pampering the scooter. We just rode them like we always do. And the Unagi really, to me, it really came out looking like a champ, even over the Boosters GT. He's a little lighter than me. He's like 180 pounds. I'm 200 pounds. But man, that Unagi looked really good. So Unagi, good job. I mean, so far, I never call a scooter, say how well or how good a scooter is until I spend some time on it. But I can say what right now the Unagi seems to be like it's going to be a very, well-built scooter. Over time. Because sometimes people call it because they rode it one time. Oh, this scooter's built great. It's going to last. You don't really know until you put some miles on it and some months go by. But we'll keep you updated on it. But anyway, it's your boy DJ, my boy George Bright right there. And we just wanted to drop this report for you guys to hear. We'll talk to you later.
Oh.